Hey guys, Coach here. So you've got step 1 and 2 on strategy 6, but and if you're John, when you get to strategy 6, you're going to send this to me as homework. I got step 1, I got step 2, I got step 3, I got step 4. I took it because we don't care if it wins or loses. We're going to make sure you do it right. But when you get to the point to where you've done that 50 times correctly, and you're allowed to think about it, because phase 1 is mechanical. I got a binary step. Did this do this? Yes or no? Yes. Can you confirm it using this system? Binary, yes or no, right? So if you know that part, then obviously if you're just a straight up mechanical trader and you're not thinking about it because you don't have enough experience and you haven't tested it yet and documented it, then yes, you're going to take that. But when you get to the stage to where there's money involved, and I'm hooked up to a Forex.com account, $25 a pip with a 1.4 pip spread, do I want to take that? No, I don't want to take that. Why? Because for me, I see this double bottom and I don't know if it can break that floor. See that double bottom? And coincidentally, if I go here and look at all the other strategies, see that double bottom? Same double bottom? It's above the 50. So I know if I sold it, I would be selling it once I get on my steps from here down to here. That's 5.6 pips, but you have to take off whatever the spread is when you enter. I always use 2 because it could be 1.4, but by the time it fills me, it could be 2. It could be 2 and I could click the button and it could fill me at 1.4. That's just the way that it works with computer lag. So I know what it has to move. So by the time I get all 4 steps, how close am I going to be to that line? And then if you have the skill set, the mindset, the risk tolerance, and the big enough account, you can get all of your steps and trade it down to that line. But don't hold it past that line. Make sure that's where you take your profit. So understanding clear entries, understanding clear exits, and understanding what must happen or you just don't take it. And when that mindset shifts from, I could probably get that, but I'm not going to take that because it's not worth the risk. When it switches from that to, I'm going to take it, but I know where I'm going to get out if I'm wrong, and there's a chance I could be wrong, right? It's a mindset shift that has to happen. So I would not take that trade, right? It won't be something that's going to show up in the training group. I'm going to monitor that trade and see how long it takes to hit that orange line, and then go from there. So do you have a step 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah. Well, look, so far it hadn't made it to this line, and it's made another double bottom. So now, again, I hate when this happens. This is my turn zone. So now when it gets down in here, look and see if it doesn't try to turn out. If it turns out, it's going to start another buy, and that's called a rally base rally. What we like, or what I like, is what's called a rally base drop, because then you can catch a sell high in the curve and sell it from this range, the turn range, down to this range, 20 pips. But you might not want to take one because this is one and done. That's one buy. That's all you get, right? This is 5 buys. So you have to make the switch. So look over here at USD CHF. Look where it's at. If I hit refresh, I'm already refreshed. It just bounced right off the 50. So now if I want to take a sell, I would look to see if I can get all of my steps on strategy 3 and sell from here back down and continue this downtrend. If it breaks above that, I'm not going to look to try to buy and break that pivot, that pivot, that pivot. I'm going to come over here and try to sell and break that 50, that pivot, that pivot. That's the game. If you have any questions, let me know. See you.